Hey there, American Healthy Habits family. Privacy matters. Whether neighbors are too close, a road's too loud, or you just want your own space, privacy is freedom. But here's the question nobody asks before planting. Should you grow a vine, a shrub, or a tree? Each one creates privacy. Each one grows differently. Each one solves different problems. And picking the wrong type means wasting years and money. Today, we're comparing all three. By the end, you'll know exactly which one works for your situation. Vines, the fast and flexible option. Let's start with vines. Vines are the climbers. They grow up existing structures. Fences, trellises, walls, pergolas. You're not building anything new. You're using what's already there. If you've got a bare fence, a vine is your answer. Planted at the base, it crawls up the fence and boom, privacy in a year or two. 2 to 4 feet of growth every year depending on the vine you pick. The real advantage? Space. Vines take almost no ground space. You're not planting a wide area, you're planting at the fence line. This is huge if you're working with a small yard or a narrow alley that needs screening. Honeysuckle is a good example. It grows fast, blooms fragrant flowers, covers a fence in 2 to 3 years. English ivy thrives in shade where almost every other vine dies. Both give you privacy without taking up your yard. But here's what you need to know. Vines need an existing structure. You're enhancing what's already there, not creating something from scratch, and some vines need pruning and management. They don't grow wild and stay neat on their own. So ask yourself, do you already have a fence or wall that's bare? If yes, vines are your speed play. You get privacy faster than anything else. Shrubs, the balanced option. Now let's talk shrubs. Shrubs are the middle option. They grow as standalone bushes. They don't climb like vines. They spread naturally and create a screen by themselves. No support structure needed. Growth-wise, you're looking at 1 to 3 feet per year depending on the shrub. Real privacy takes 2 to 4 years. Slower than vines, but you're building something permanent that doesn't depend on an existing structure. Viburnum is a solid example. It's native to a lot of regions, birds and pollinators love it, grows 2 to 3 feet per year. Photinia redtip grows at the same rate, but with beautiful red foliage. Both create dense privacy screens without needing constant pruning and maintenance. Here's what makes shrubs special. The variety. You want ornamental flowers? There's a shrub for that. You want native plants that support wildlife? Shrubs do it. You want evergreen? Or deciduous that changes color in fall? Shrubs come in thousands of varieties. The trade-off is space and time. Shrubs need more ground space than vines. You're planning for 6 to 12 feet of width depending on what you plant, and you're waiting 3 to 4 years instead of 1 to 2 for complete privacy. But once they're established, they're pretty low maintenance. They do their thing, you get privacy, and they support wildlife or add beauty depending on what you choose. So if you've got ground space for a dense planting area and you want natural-looking privacy with some flexibility on what you grow, shrubs work really well. Trees, the speed and height option. Finally, trees. Trees are the tall solution. Trees grow tall and columnar. They create a vertical wall of privacy that doesn't stop growing. Year after year, they get taller. Growth rates are solid, 2 to 4 feet per year. Some trees, poplar, golden bamboo, grow 4 to 6 feet every single year. You get 8 to 10 feet of privacy in 2 to 3 years. That's genuinely fast. But here's what separates trees from shrubs. Height. Shrubs top out around 8 to 15 feet. Trees, 40, 50, 60 feet tall. If you need to block tall views, second-story windows, neighboring structures, tall landscapes, trees are the only thing that delivers. Arbor Vitae is the classic. It grows 3 to 4 feet per year, stays evergreen year-round, survives -40-degree winters. Poplar is the speed demon, 4 to 6 feet per year. Both create tall privacy screens that keep climbing higher. Trees do need time to establish roots. Figure on 2 to 3 years of consistent watering and care, but once they're in, they're permanent. You're not managing them constantly like some vines. The downside is the footprint. Trees take up more ground space than shrubs. Some are deciduous, so you lose winter privacy, and they require more patience during establishment. But if you need tall privacy that keeps growing and you have the ground space, trees are your long-term answer. Comparison framework. So how do you actually choose? Start with what you already have. Got a bare fence or wall sitting there doing nothing? Plant a vine at the base. You'll have privacy faster than any other option, 1 to 2 years, and you're done. But if you're starting from scratch with open ground, you've got more thinking to do. Because now you're choosing between shrubs and trees, and that depends on your situation. Think about your yard. If you've got a tight corner, a narrow alley, or limited space, shrubs are your answer. They take up less room and still create solid privacy in 2 to 3 years. Now, if you've got decent space and you want privacy that doesn't quit, something that keeps growing taller year after year, trees are worth the wait. Yeah, it takes 2 to 3 years to get real privacy. But you're building something that just keeps climbing. 10 years from now, you've got a 50-foot screen nobody's seeing through. The speed question matters too. If you need privacy immediately, vines on an existing fence are your fastest option. If you can wait 2 years, you have excellent options with most shrubs and fast-growing trees. If you have patience and you want to be strategic about which plant you choose, slow shrubs give you far more options to select from. Last thing, does winter matter? Are you in a cold climate where you want year-round privacy? Evergreen trees and shrubs are your play. You don't care about winter? Deciduous plants give you more flexibility and usually more color and interest. Ask yourself those questions and the answer usually becomes pretty clear. Here's the thing, don't pick a plant because it's pretty and hope it works. Pick the right type first. Ask yourself those questions, then you can get specific. We're building out a complete library of individual privacy plant videos, deep dives into every option, specific growth rates, water needs, all of it. So bookmark our channel and subscribe so you don't miss those when they drop. For now, start with this framework. Figure out if you need a vine, a shrub, or a tree. That decision alone solves half the problem. If this helped, hit that like button and subscribe for more privacy solutions and gardening strategies. What's your situation? Do you have an existing fence, or are you starting from open ground? And how fast do you need privacy? Drop a comment and tell me. I read every single one,